Moderators, put everything in order, please. Please get the people invited up. Thank you. Please make all mods, please. Invite those up. Glad to have everybody with us today. Let's get started. It's going to be a time. Great day, great time, great day, great time, great day, great time. Let's get started. Where y'all at? Come on, if you're on Facebook, hit that heart sign, hit that like sign. Let's go. Y'all know what to do. Come on. Hit that heart sign, hit that like sign.
This is the place for you. Don't need to complicate it. It's best to keep it basic. Open the book, the word is self-approved. He's Alpha and Omega, the answer since the early ages. What you should do is learn about the greatest. Just so you know, our door is always open. Let's study together instead of debating. Share our differences. Let love heal all that's broken.
Yeah, that's what we're here for today. Come on, Zion. So glad to be here with that today. Welcome to the broadcast. You have hit us here live on the broadcast for the proceeding word. We're so glad to be with you. So honored to have you here with us in this moment, in this time. We're going to get started. Moderator is going to come on and tell us what we're doing here, why we're here, and why we do what we do. If you're here on the broadcast, I want you to go ahead and share this with somebody, because everybody needs to know what's really going on today. Today is not Moanday, it's Monday, but we're going to act like we know what day it is. What did Yahweh call this day? If you came in on Facebook, I want you to hit that heart sign, hit that heart sign, hit that heart sign, hit that heart sign, and then hit that like sign, the one with the thumb, hit the blue one with the thumb. Let us know you're here. Make a comment, and then I want you to share your page. It should be fun to do. Y'all willing to do that? We're here together. Let's get going. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of Yahweh, who is our Elohim. Father, we come before you in the mighty, matchless name of Yahushua HaMashiach, our Savior, our King, our hope, our peace, our joy. We ask now that you would grace us with what would be considered the trueness of your spirit. I ask you now today that you would forgive any and all sins as we confess of our sins. So even right now, as we sit here, though we want you to forgive us, we must confess our sins. For you are then faithful and just to forgive us of our sins and cleanse us of all unrighteousness. So today, Father, murmuring, complaining, lying, judgmentalism, whatever the issue may have been in our so self-righteous world, we take opportunity to open our hearts up and let your word, the proceeding word, come into our souls and make manifest and evidence for us what needs to be done to be right with you. So today, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of Yahweh, who is our Elohim. And we ask you this day to keep us, to hold us, to make us true to you, to give us everything that we need to be in you this day for your glory. I decrease all things VW. Everything inside of me that I think is something greater than it should be, destroy it now. Bring me, I humble myself to the mighty hand of you, Elohim, who made me, and those that are with me today, and all that view and follow and come and go and all things you. We ask you to have your divine way in this time as we speak and we share about your kingdom, not our own empires. We don't want to build an empire. We want to propagate your kingdom. I don't want an empire. I don't want my own kingdom. I want to be in you. I want to learn that I am what I am, but I need you to guide me in life. So today I decrease that your word, Adonai, of our Elohim, increases. Teach your people. Show us the way. Give that word. We pray you now that gives a light unto our pathway. Yes, yes, yes. And a lamp unto our feet. Yes, yes, yes. Quicken us now according to your word, Elohim. In the mighty name of Yahshua HaMashiach, give somebody a hope, give somebody a confidence, give somebody a what we call a confirmation through your word today that it's going to be all right, and we bless you for it. And it's going to be as it should be, and you are going to be in control when we give over all to you, Yahweh. That's our earnest prayer. That's our earnest prayer. We just want to be in you. We just want to be in you as we are, in spite of who we are and what we're capable of. We want to surrender all to you. In the mighty name of Yahushua HaMashiach, we all pray and we all say, Amen. All right, moderators, y'all tell us, why are we here?
Shalom and welcome welcome everyone today to another week of the Proceeding Word. Don't forget, we're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you've noted, the subject for today is it's Monday, not Moanday. So many of us have been conditioned that Monday is a bad day. Thereby, we call it Monday. But guess what? Yahweh never names that day. What are you going to do with this day? Well, we're going to learn today. Don't forget, whilst I go through the rest of the announcements, you actually have the opportunity to share this broadcast. You can do so by, if you're on Clubhouse, just look at the two prongs and just give a comment so somebody else can come in. If you're with us on Facebook, please, we ask that you also add some value to this broadcast by sharing it and also coming in and adding a comment and liking. Don't forget, we are here every Wednesday for our weekly Bible study where we broadcast live at 7 p.m. So we extend that invitation for you to come and join us. And then we continue on Thursday for our weekly session of our Bible book club, where we're continuing to take a slow, wonderful, exciting and exhaustive read through the book of Genesis. So please do come and join us. We broadcast at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We honor Sabbath. We open those broadcasts every Friday at 11 p.m. where we are exclusively in the Torah as we look at the how to Sabbath. So we're going from Genesis right down to Deuteronomy, and then we'll pick those studies back up again at 11 a.m. on Saturday morning. Don't forget, we have visibility on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and on YouTube. So please do make sure you access all those platforms. If you just type in BWJ Ministries, you can access those. Like, subscribe, comment. Also share those with anyone that are in your circles that you feel may benefit. Don't forget, we're here for our weekly church service. That's Sunday at 10:15 a.m. where we broadcast live from Facebook, and we extend that invitation for you to come and join us here in Clubhouse. We want to say thank you for being here with us. We are definitely going to learn today. Apostle, I hand back over to you.
I am so grateful to you. Thank you for what you have done and what you do. I think we got the best mods on the planet. We give it up for our mods. Woo! We got the best mods. I don't care what y'all say. That's right. We got the best mods. Somebody say we got the best mods.
We got the best mods.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Now, listen, we're going to talk about this today. We got a lot to talk about, so we're glad that you are here. Today is called Monday, not Moanday. And a lot of Christians get caught up in this theory that we have within society that says it's a day of, oh, it's Monday. I got to go back to work. Oh, it's Monday. Monday. I'm going to tell y'all something. I want y'all to get this. If you're kingdom, I want you to get this. And when you get the revelation before the day is over, I charge everybody. I want you to say it from your mouth if you can. And I want you to post it on your laptops and or on this in the stream. And I want you to say, kingdom is not a Moanday. Kingdom is not a Monday. We're going to get that. When you get it, say, I am kingdom minded. Now watch this. I got to deal with something first because Jane Draper, I hope you're out there. If you are, hit me up and say, see, I'm still here. Jane, if you're there, Jane Draper, if you're out there, let me know you're still there. Say, I'm still here, Apostle. I'm here. Hit me up. Just tag me real quick so I can get moving. Is Draper out there? She left? Oh, all right. If Draper comes back, y'all let me know, okay? Because I want to share with her something. Just to answer her question, she placed it on Facebook. All right. So let's get into this. Why do we frustrate ourselves with this concept and ideal about Monday being a bad day? And Yahweh, you first must understand that Yahweh never named any other day except the seventh day. So where are you going with this, Apostle? And why do you feel that this is necessary to bring this up to us? Because within the kingdom, we've put ourselves in a position where we refuse to realize that Yahweh already had a plan. Anybody know that Yahweh's got a plan? And his plans for us are good, not evil. They are plans of good, not of evil, plans to give us an expected end. All right, cool. Is Draper still there? Somebody trying to find Draper for me. I need to make sure I can talk to Draper. So at the end of the day on Facebook. So at the end of the day, you and I, as believers in the kingdom, listen, should not be going into your day 2 of work frustrated. And I want to make sure we understand this for the sake of conversation, real good conversation, real straightforward conversation, that Monday is not a bad day. Now, here's the catch about this. People like to talk about it, but no one wants to really deal with it. And when we talk about the days of the week, you have to realize that Yahweh never did this. I want everybody to go over to the book of Genesis, Bereshit, the book of Genesis. I want to go to chapter 1. I want to show y'all something because it's extremely important that we realize this. And we're going to skim through a whole bunch of these things so you guys can get an understanding of what it looks like and how it is and where we are with them and what goes on with them. And so we can learn some stuff today. Come on, get in here. We're going to share this. It's going to be good information for all of you. Did Draper come back on? Did Jan Draper come back on? I want to find her. I need to answer her question. And this is an important thing. All right. So Bereshit, Genesis, chapter number 1. Everybody hit there. Everybody with us. Come on, get there. Share this with your friends. Those of you on Clubhouse, you know who's supposed to be here during this time. Get them in. Ping them in. I want to make sure everybody's supposed to be here. My dear brother Eugene, I hope he and his family are doing well. Praying for him, as well as my dear beloved Pastor Spencer. She's good. We just like to pray for people and keep you in prayer. All right, let's learn something today. Monday is not Moanday. Why? Because Monday is not a day Yahweh named. Let's go. Watch this. This is so good. You're going to get some good stuff out of this. Genesis, Bereshit, chapter 1. Draper, hey. All right, hold up, y'all. I got to do this. Hey, Draper, you asked a question. Your question was, if I can find it back on StreamYard. Somebody find that question for me up earlier in the broadcast. Where was that? There it is, Draper. Draper says, great day. What was the name and artist that was playing? I like that. Draper, you just made my day. I have had just a wonderful weekend. My daughter got married. And I'm just happy. Now, that particular artist is my son. And he's about to pop out and pop off big. Now he's in the rap game. All right. But he's locked in. He keeps Shabbat. He honors what Yahweh or Elohim has done, but he is communicating as best as he can to a world that is changing every day and talking to people his age about, one, the way things are in faith. And he uses some words that he likes to use in his own grown self now. He's no longer my little boy, but he is my son and he's my namesake. And hey, it was fire, right, Draper? I love it. Anybody else like that song? I just love it. He did that just for us. So we ain't no copyright infringements. Facebook, y'all gonna stop with that foolishness. Whoever these little scam artists are out there talking about we got copyright infringements. Unless I'm singing a song, I don't want to hear about no copyright infringements. But we do own the rights to that song. Ain't nobody gonna rejoice with me about that? Nobody gonna come off the mic and rejoice with me? Y'all so deep. Yeah, we own the rights to that one. Paid for, bought, lock, stock, and barrel. And he's got so much more coming out too, Draper. Just keep tuned in. I'm gonna have every program's gonna have its own theme song. I am not Shaft, but I promise you, I'm walking in with theme music every day. Y'all all right with that? Okay. Y'all, you know what? I'm gonna have fun by myself today if I have to. It's Monday. I've had too great of a weekend. Ain't nobody gonna steal my joy. Today, you ain't got to laugh at my jokes today. I'm gonna enjoy my own on this great, holy, wonderful day. All right. So let's get started. Thanks for the question, Draper. And I hope that we answered it, and we'll get you some music as soon as it comes out. That is appropriate because he does do some other stuff. But what he does here is according to what he knows in his soul. So he's trying to get his bag. He gonna get that. It's coming. And I want y'all to pray that he does, because if he does, he will be a voice for righteousness in a world that won't hear us, but they will hear him. Amen. That part. Let's study together. That's right, Wanda Floyd. Let's study together. All right. Okay. Bereshit chapter 1. We gotta go. People on lunch break. All right, look, Bereshit chapter 1. Come on. Yahweh never, ever named a day, did he? Watch. In the beginning, verse 1. In the beginning, verse 1. Pay attention because I'm going to skim through this stuff. If you're in another Bible, particularly the NIV, shut it down. I don't want to talk to you right now. If you're reading the NIV, just put it over there to the left side. To the left, to the left, to the left. All right, come back to the right. All right, no, I'm just joking. But for the sake of getting this study point across, I want to use the KJV because it is a common space and common place. All right. So Bereshit, Genesis chapter 1. In the beginning, Elohim created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void. Darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Ruach HaKodesh moved upon the face of the waters. Verse number 3 says, and Elohim said, let there be light, and there was light. And Elohim saw the light, that it was good. Elohim divided the light from the darkness, and he called the light day, and he called the darkness night, and the evening and the morning were day one. First day. Verse number 6 says, and Elohim said, let the firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it be divided from the waters. Verse 7, Elohim made the firmament. Verse 8, Elohim called the firmament heaven, and the evening morning, and that were the second day. What? Verse 9, Elohim said, let the waters of the heaven be gathered together. Verse 10, and Elohim called the dry land earth, the gathering together of the waters he called the seas, and he saw that it was good. Verse 11 says, Elohim said, let the earth bring forth grass and herb yielding fruit. All right. Verse 12 says, and the earth brought forth grass. It was good. Verse 13 says, the evening and the morning were the third day. Keep following me. Watch this. Verse 14, Elohim said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens. Verse 15 says, and let them be lights in the firmament of the heavens. Verse 16 says, and Elohim made two great lights, the greater light to rule by day, the lesser light to rule by night. And he made the stars also. Verse number 17 says, Elohim set them in the firmament of the heavens to give us light upon the earth. Verse 18 says, and Elohim to rule the day and the night. Verse 19 says, the evening and the morning were the fourth day. Watch this. It's going somewhere. I promise you. You never thought about it, but you're going to learn today. Verse 20 says, and Elohim said, let the waters bring forth abundantly. Verse 21 says, Elohim created the great whales and every creature that moves. Verse number 22 says, Elohim blessed them and said, be fruitful and multiply. Verse 23 says, the evening and the morning were the fifth day. Woo-woo. Verse 24 says, and Elohim said, let the earth bring forth the living creatures. Verse 25, Elohim made the beast of the earth after his kind. Verse 26, Elohim then said, let us make man in our image. Verse 27 says, so Elohim created man in his image. Verse 28 says that Elohim blessed them. Verse 29 says, and Elohim said, behold, I have given you this herb yielding seed and all these other things. Verse number 31 of verse 30 says, and every beast of the earth and every fowl of the air and every creeping thing upon the earth wherein there is life, I have given unto you every green herb. So it was. Verse 31 says, Elohim saw everything that he made, and behold, it all was very good. And the evening and the morning were day number 6. Day 6. Y'all come off mic, say day 6, day 6, day 6, day 6, day 6, 6 days. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now, sir.
What did you hear last? Because it looks like a call came through.
And the evening and the morning.
Okay, verse 31 again. Elohim saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. In the evening and the morning were the 6th day. Everybody come off mic and say day 6. Say day 6. Say 6 days. Day 6, 6 days. That's what it said, right? He said 6 days. Day 6, right? 6 days. Come on, Facebook, catch up. Y'all still slow? Come on, Facebook. What the problem is? I need y'all to make your comments. Say this is day 6. 6 days. Say 6 days, right? 6 days. Watch this. Now go to verse number 2, chapter number 2, chapter number 2, chapter number 2. And the heavens and the earth were finished. When were they finished, y'all? Talk to me. When were the heavens and the earth finished? Talk to me. Day 6. They were finished in day 6. Let's get them going. Let's get them working. Let's get them rocking. Everybody understands that it was in day 6 that he finished everything, said everything was very good, and it took him 6 days to create the heavens and the earth as we know it today. All right, moderators, I want y'all to make sure y'all take care of all my guests. Anybody got a hand raised? I want to make sure they get up on platform and give them an opportunity to speak. Everybody should get a microphone. We are in a dialogue after I finish this small monologue, because I want y'all to understand today is not a bad day. Yahweh never made one day bad. Stop beating up on this day. I think we beat up on it because of the way it was named. But let's get going. So Genesis, Bereshit, Hebrew word for Genesis is Bereshit. Both of them mean the book of beginnings. So let's look at this right in this. That's right, Doreen Taylor. All days are good. Watch verse number 1. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, all the host of them. And here it is. Boom. This is going to be mind-blowing. And the 7th day, Elohim ended his work, which he had made. And he rested on the 7th day from all of his work, which he had made, and Elohim baruched the 7th day. Y'all see, this is getting deep, right? He baruched the 7th day. You know what that means, to baruch the 7th day? You know what it means to baruch the 7th day? Look at what it means to baruch the 7th day. That word baruch means he blessed that day. Watch this. The primitive root for it means that in that day, Yahweh looks for us to come and kneel down before him as an act of adoration. And then in turn, because we live in an if-then, Yahweh works on an if-then concept. And in return, when we bow down to him in that day, he kneels down to us from heaven to lay hand on us, to bless us, to benefit us. Isn't that awesome? To congratulate us, to indeed salute us and give us what we need. That's the beautiful thing about the Shabbat, right? So now let's get back to chapter number 2 of the book of Bereshit, the book of Genesis, chapter 2. Elohim baruch the 7th day. He sanctified that day. Watch this, y'all. That means he kodesh that day. He made that day and pronounced that day that we would observe it as a clean day, whether we want to do it ceremonially or morally. He has appointed in that 7th day. He has bid us things in that 7th day. He has consecrated and dedicated that day to be hallowed, that day to be kept holier than any other day, to be kept and then to prepare and proclaim him, to be purified in that day, to be sanctified in it, and to be made whole within that holy day. Watch this, y'all. So when Yahweh made the days, he made 7 days and he only labeled one of them. Every other day was called a number. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. Elohim, the God you serve, he never named a day except one. He also, conversely, he also never named a month. That's a Gregorian and Julian and Babylonian and Medes and Parisian calendar issue. Yahweh never, the Torah calendar never, ever named a day. He numbered them. There's a reason for that Yahweh numbers things. We'll talk about that in another broadcast. But today, I want you to know this ain't a day to moan. This is not a day to bemoan. This is not a day to get in your feelings about, I got to go back to work. Watch this. Because if you're in the kingdom, I need y'all when this is over to say, I got the kingdom mindset. Watch this. This is going to bless your soul. I got the kingdom mindset. Moderators, check the platform, please, for hand raising. And I want you to understand this. Yahweh wants to make sure that you realize he's got a plan for you. Y'all love to quote Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11, right? He knows his plans concerning you, plans of good, not of evil, plans to give you an expected end. He's looking to see you. He's looking to see you on specific days he has labeled himself. When he labels a day, that's him telling you, I am in control. And when you come unto me, all ye that are labored and heavy laden, I will give you, watch this, rest. But the Hebrew word for rest, because your Bible was not written in English, your Bible was not written in Greek, your Bible was written in Hebrews, except for the book of Chaldee, the book of Job, which was written in Chaldean. Let me slow down because I get excited about this. Your Bible was written in Hebrew. The Hebrew word for rest is Shabbat. Now, here is why this is important. And this is why it affects us understanding and mislabeling Monday. Watch. I'm going to tell y'all why. Y'all never pay attention to this, but Yahweh is always trying to make sure we know what he's doing. So in Bereshit chapter 2, verse 1 through 3, Yahweh names that day the Shabbat. He blesses it. He baruchs it. He then kodeshes it. That's why he says, be ye holy, for I am holy. Be ye kodesh, for I am kodesh. Be ye in this day, when I say to rest, because I'll be in this day waiting to give you rest. Oh, you can make that a reel. Figure that part out. And that's some good stuff right there. Now listen, because we're talking about why Moanday needs to be stopped in the kingdom mindset from affecting your temperament, your mindset, and your attitude in that day. No day Yahweh made is bad. Not one. I'm going to tell you why. Because all the days have a commandment connected to them. Did you know that? Every day of Yahweh has a day commanded in it for you. There's a commandment in each day Yahweh has given you. And I'm going to go backwards. But the seventh day, the Shabbat day, the only day he put a crown on, glory, was the Shabbat. He named that. That's the day he named. That's the name he did. That's the day he named. The only day he named. He did not name any other day. He did not name any other months. He numbered them all. There's a reason, another broadcast. But watch this. When he names that day, he crowns that day Shabbat. It's the day you get your rest. And you got twisted when you heard us teach New Testament wise. And y'all know I got all my stuff that I need for the New Testament church and all we do and everything we do as New Testament believers, yada, yada. I love Messiah. There's no doubt about that. But here's the catch. We just have misappropriated a great deal of his word. When Messiah said, come unto me, all ye that are labored and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. I don't know what y'all thought he meant, but I know what we've been preaching, which is not his intent. Now watch this. Messiah is the word in flesh. The word is what you are reading in the books of the Torah, the books of Bereshit, Shemot, Bamidbar, Vereka, and Devarim. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me put that in the English for you. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Okay, those are the first 5 books. That's called the word of Elohim. So you know that. So Messiah is the living word. So when he says, come unto me, that's why the next phrase he says that we have also misunderstand is, watch this, if you love me, keep my commandments. Watch this. So everyone who comes unto me for righteousness, which is the word in me that I'm living out, right? I didn't come to destroy the word. I came to show you how to live it. That's what he said. Go to Matthew. He'll tell you that. So what happens is when you come unto him, all ye that are heavy laden, he will give you rest. Because when you come into the Shabbat, what he set up for you, he's going to lift your heavy load. Yep. When you become introspective and lay down all your burdens before him, it ain't at the cross where you lay your burdens down. I know the song says at the cross, where I first saw the light and all the burdens of my heart rolled away. Now watch this. Notice it said it rolled away. You didn't lay it down. You lay it down in the Shabbat. That's deep. I want y'all to catch that. You lay it down in the Sabbath. You personally come and say, Father, I got this burden because you gave me a commandment and I'm bringing it to you because it's too heavy for me. That's why he's a burden bearer. Watch this. But when you first get saved, the burdens of sin and the life you used to live, he takes that away and rolls that off of you, just like he rolled away the stone from in front of his tomb when he himself resurrected. I'm feeling real spicy today. I hope y'all can get it. Y'all get that? Does that make sense? Am I talking too fast? And nobody.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
So watch this. We talk about Moanday. So when Messiah has given us this example, this ensample, when he's taught us and shared with us who he is, why he is, what he does, how he does it, I want you to get this. I want you to get this. He has given us a command for each day. Now I'm going to help y'all with something that we've sort of kind of we've been gypped out of. I really believe we've been gypped out of the full blessing plan of Yahweh for our lives. Y'all ready for this? And y'all can get mad at me. I tell you right now, can I say this in advance? You're going to get mad at me when I reveal this to you.
It's okay.
It's okay. I think they may need a half a second to rest for this because it's going to get deep. Y'all ready? We have been gypped out of the blessing, the full blessing plan of Yahweh for one simple thing we never paid attention to because we actually enjoy it. So go with me to Bereshit. Go to me to Shemot. Go with me to Shemot, chapter 20. Shemot, chapter 20, verse 8, which is Exodus. I'm sorry, guys. I've been studying Hebrew this morning. So go with me to go to Exodus. I'm sorry. Exodus chapter 20. Come on. Go with me to verse 8. Now, I want y'all to remember this. This is important about your Monday. This is important about your Monday. It is not Moanday. This is important about your Monday. It's not Moanday. I'm going to give you this stuff so you can work on this. And I want the replays so that people can have this access. And you can bring your pastors back and your bishops and your apostles and your favorite orators of the writ. And y'all can talk about it after we leave it. You can go back and then, do what you need to do with it and say, oh, he's right or he's wrong, or I want to know more about it. This is all I want you to do is get the information. Ready? So in the book of Shemot, the book of Exodus, chapter number 20, verse number 8, it says, remember the Shabbat. Remember the Sabbath day. So you could pronounce it Sabbath or Shabbat, right? Remember the Sabbath day. He doesn't say day 7, does he? Because it's the only day he names. Remember the Shabbat to keep it Qadesh. Okay, then he tells you how to keep it Qadesh. Look, 6 days. Oh, y'all gonna get this in a second. 6 days shall you labor and do all your work. 6 days shall you labor and do all your work. Verse 10, but the 7th day is the Sabbath. It is the Sabbath of Yahweh, your Elohim, and in it you shall not do any work, you, your sons, nor your daughter, your manservant, your maidservant, your plumber, your electrician, your landscaper. Don't have people working on your property on this day. Now, this is for Sabbath keepers. If the rest of y'all don't believe in this, is natural conviction. We ain't trying to convert you, but we do want to inform you. And conversion is about you and Elohim. So don't think we trying to tell you wrong for what you do. Because, I'm just reading what the writ says, and you, to each their own. We got to choose this day who we're going to serve. I am not browbeating anybody. I am not Bible thumping anybody. I'm sharing information with the world, what the word says, the word of Elohim says. So you don't feel condemnation. And if that's Ruach HaKodesh, because the word is written in your head already. The word is written in your heart already, right? So when you hear it externally, it might quicken you, and you might say, I don't like talking to him. I'm going to tune him off. I'm going to turn off and go somewhere else. That's between you and Ruach HaKodesh. That's between you and Elohim. But we're going to talk about his word here, and not our intellect, and not the things that we have purposed and we have recalendarized and we have repurposed in our lives about his word. Okay. So I want everybody to get this, okay. So he says, but the 7th day, I'm in Shemot chapter number 20, Exodus chapter number 20, verse number 10. But the Shabbat, the 7th day is the Shabbat of Yahweh. You don't do any work on that day. Your son, your daughter, your manservant, your maidservant, your cattle, nor the stranger that is within your gates. Nobody is working on your property. You're not paying out any money that day. You're not going to the store that day, not to spend money. You're not working in excess of a certain type of energy. You're not working for servile work. You're not doing servile work. You're doing no servile work. You're not serving anyone on that day, and no one is serving you on that day. Got it? That's the whole purpose of the 6th or the 7th day. So you completely rest. You do nothing of the world, and you come into him. Now that's just the instructions. And if you don't believe this, then that's cool. I'm good. But let's learn something. Let's talk about why it's not Monday. Watch this. So verse number 11 says, for in 6 days, Yahweh, who you and I serve, he made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all that is in them is. And then he rested on day number 7. Then he Shabbat on day number 7. Watch this and see, I'm going to tell you how deep this goes, because our society, particularly in the Western Hemisphere, in our HR departments, we have this concept called a sabbatical. Who y'all think wrote that into the bylaws and the laws of companies and the labor laws? Oh, it was the Jewish people, the Israeli people, because they are not keeping Shabbat. That part. So they have put into the legalities of society that when we need a sabbatical, anybody who understands this, you take your sabbatical. Where y'all think y'all got sabbatical from? You got it from Torah. Have we repurposed it? Absolutely. because now we take a sabbatical when we need what we call a PLMA day or a personal leave day, right? But that ain't what the sabbatical was for. The sabbatical was for you to leave work. A sabbatical was a vacation. That's why the greatest amount of vacation you can have, the ideal optimal vacation you can have as an employee in society, is 3 weeks of vacation. Do you think that's a coincidence? No, because it's actually 3 weeks in total in a 12-month period of time that Yahweh has given us the feasts. It takes 21 days to complete all the feasts of Yahweh in those holy days. Did y'all think that was coincidence? Yeah. Nope. Let's keep learning. Are y'all learning anything today, or y'all mad at me? Okay, let's keep moving. So now watch this. Verse 11. Here's why we not got the whole benefit plan of Yahweh. Look, verse number 11 says, for in 6 days Yahweh made the heavens and the earth, the seas and all that therein is. He baruched. He rested on the 7th day. He Shabbat on day 7. Wherefore Yahweh baruched the Shabbat day, and he hallowed it, and he hallowed, and he Kodeshed it. That's the exact same thing that was written in Bereshit, Genesis chapter 2, verse 3. He baruched the day, and he Kodeshed the day. He sanctified the day, right? That's why when you hear the phrase, be ye holy, for I am holy. Listen, mind blow moment, mind blow moment, mind blow moment. Get my children on deck. I want to hear some oohs and ahs. Watch this. Go ahead, StreamYard. Get my children. I want to cue that children because they're not going to do it. So we're going to do it for them. Get the children to go ooh and ah. Watch this. Here's a mind blow. Here's a mind blow. When Yahweh said, be ye holy, for I am holy, when written in Hebrew and understand from the perspective of the Hebrew authors, it meant be ye Kodesh, for I am Kodesh. Here's the mind blow. Ready, 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 watch. That means not be ye holy and you living and living. Yeah, holiness is always right. You do holiness, but you learn holiness by being in Kodesh. You go into a day he has deemed to be kept holy, thereby you make yourself holy. So be in the day I've sanctified, I've quarantined, I've set aside as holy. And when you come in, I'll be there because I am the day itself. I am the element of itself. I am the holiness of itself. So you be there because I'll be there. Now you know what it means to be ye holy, for I am holy. I see my team is not paying attention to me, so let me do it myself.
Wow.
Oh, I turned it down. My bad. Okay. Thank you, team. My bad. Do it again.
Whoa!
Mind blow.
Whoa! Whoa!
Okay. So the hype of that was more successful than the actual punchline we did and the little antics behind it. I hope you didn't throw y'all off. Okay, so let's stay close to this now. So now you realize, thank you, Glenda. Glenda said that was a mind blow for me. Does anybody else find that mind blowing? Be ye holy, for I am holy. Are you seeing that completely different today?
Yes.
Yeah, 2 people. Good. It only takes one. It only takes one to spread the message. So now watch this, because we're talking about why do we call and mess around with Monday? Go back to go back to Exodus chapter number 20. Y'all been reading this all your life. We have been reading this all our lives. Look at what he says. Verse 11, Exodus 20:11. For in 6 days Yahweh made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all that in them is. He rested on the 7th day, whereas Yahweh baruched and Shabbat the day, and he Kodeshed it. He baruched the Shabbat day, and he Kodeshed it. Watch this. This is what I want y'all to catch. Here's why we're not walking into the full blessings of Yahweh. 1, he said 6 days shall you work. Your company told you 5. Ooh. Okay, let me keep going. That'll sink in. That'll hit y'all in a minute. It is a commandment to work 6 days. Did y'all not think that that was a part of the commandment? That was a construct of the commandment to honor the Shabbat. It also gives you how to deal with the rest of the days. 6 days shall you work and do all of your labor. But we looking for jobs and we're looking for ways that we can just work 5 days, if not 3 days out of a week. And we wondering why we are not getting the prosperity that we so desire that keeps us from being weak. So at the end of the day, if we're not going to keep the commandments, then don't expect the full benefit of the command. And then we don't even keep the Shabbat. Now, what's that got to do with Monday being a Moanday? Well, let me just tell you why. And the reason that we're not keeping what I just said, the commandment to keep and work 6 days. Man, I don't want to work 6 days. Man, what are you talking about? Do you know that Yahweh will give you rest in that one day that will restore your youth? What do you think he was talking about when he says, I will restore the youth unto you? What do you think he was talking about? When you come into the Shabbat, you are being rejoiced. You are being re-strengthened. The joy of Yahweh becomes your strength. And watch this. He resets you. He revitalizes you. He rehydrates you. He redirects you. He resets you for destiny that you got off track. Anybody ever got off track in a mission and before you realized it, your vision board or your dream or your trajectory, your projections all went awry and you're trying to figure out why? That's because we don't come back to the drawing board. And that's what Shabbat does for us. It brings us back to the drawing board to be reset for the purpose why we went on this journey in the first place. I need a wow in a moment. I need a wow. Give me a wow. Wow.
Whoa! Whoa!
Thank you very much. So I want y'all to get this. That's what happens when you honor Shabbat. What's that got to do with your Monday, Apostle? That's your program. Is this clickbait? No. But if you don't understand this, you're not going to follow what we say next. So when we come into the Shabbat, here is the days of your week. Y'all ready? First day of your week. The first day of your week. Let's start with the seventh day. What is the seventh day? The seventh day is Friday of the Gregorian calendar at sundown until Saturday of the Gregorian calendar at sundown. So that 24 hours, Friday to Saturday, sundown to sundown, that 24 hours is the seventh day. Now, many will argue that, but we have been in many degrees and many dialogues and conversations, and I dare say debates back in my day, which I've stopped debating because the facts are right there in the Library of Congress. Just go get a book. It'll tell you where you got calendar drift. It'll tell you all the calendars that took place and where they go. Now, are there other publications? Absolutely. But all of them come back to the point that the Torah calendar started this way. The Julian, or I should say the Medes and the Babylonians, all of them made calendars in their time of, lordship and empires that were running the world. But now the last one that we've had made sense to the whole world, and the whole world uses it. That's why you use the Gregorian calendar. That's why you're on the PST, EST, CT, Mountain Time, all the time zones, right? So just catch that. That's what we do for the sake of convenience in the globe. It went slightly awry from Yahweh's plan, but here is what it is. They use a sundial, right? Because they would use the sun to cast shadows and then make that a marker for when they would start and finish something, right? So Yahweh did it better, but nobody really paid attention to it. It was that at the evening and the morning are the first day. Evening is 12 hours, that's sundown. Morning is 12 hours. Y'all got twisted thinking that morning was like from 6 a.m. until 11 or noon, right? No, morning is from noon until from day sun up until, sundown, and then sundown till sun up is 12 hours each way. That's a 24-hour period. That's a whole day, and that's day 7. Now, once you finish day 7, which is Saturday at sundown, you go into day 1, which is Sunday, not Monday. Monday is day 2. So we've been saying, the first day of the week is Monday. No, that's the first day of your new made work calendar. But Yahweh wants you to work 6 days. So Monday is actually day 2. That small nuance in how we think and see things sort of kind of throws the whole plan of Yahweh slightly off in our world. And now we're thinking that Sunday is the Sabbath, which the Roman church had y'all do. And I want y'all to understand that Yahweh's plan got subverted and, hijacked by a demigod system, a literal system of mythology. Watch, let me help y'all, show y'all with this right here. So how did the names of the weeks begin? How did the days get their names? Well, the days of the week, they were all named after different gods, right? You got Sunday, you got Monday, you got Tuesday, you got Wednesday, you got Thursday, you got Friday, all right? So you have to realize that there were ancient Babylonians who did what they did to make calendars for themselves. And I want y'all to get this so you understand this in truth and not make it your business to put yourself in a bad space, because it's very important to realize when these days and how these days got made. So when you put the days in the wrong place, you give service to a different God system. Listen, you give service to a different God system. Listen, you give service to a different God system. I need a wow on that one, please. Wow. Okay, what? Never mind. Don't do it. Let me show you why you need to do it wow. Let me show you why you need a wow system. Watch this. Every name of the week was named after ancient Greek god names. Sunday was named after the Greek god Apollos, who comes from the Babylonian times, was carried over, and the Grecians adapted and adopted to it. And whenever these different countries and nations would conquer other countries and nations, they determined whether or not they would keep a particular demigod as an element in their world, helping the people they conquered to give them some form of liaisons to become more like them. So they would give credence to your demigod, and this way they can keep your mind, if you were going to actually not be completely annihilated and wiped off the planet, they could still tell you, look, we'll let you come into our world, we're going to conquer you, but we'll still let you keep certain things. Now, certain countries, they did not do that for. So whenever there was a conquest, it depended on the nature of the conquest, whether they wanted the land for themselves, they would annihilate everything, annihilate all the gods that were in that area. That means that their God beats your God. Our God is better than yours, so you serve us. Okay, so if we're going to let you be religious, though, that's the way you cut your teeth, you grew up, that's your morality, that's your compass, that's your culture. If we like you and we want to use you and your land, because usually if they went in, they wanted the land. But if they wanted you and then they wanted you to work the land because you knew the land better, they would let you live and then give you hope, as long as you were willing to understand you're not coming out from under our charge. You're going to be this way forever, right? And that's the thing about war. It's an interesting thing. So what they would do is they would either decimate your churches, your place of fellowship, and then tell you, if you want to serve your God, that's cool, but you're going to serve your God the way we serve our God. Now, we'll let your God be, so it gives you your hope, and we'll try to play liaisons between things. Let me ask this question. Now we're gonna have a monologue. Now we're gonna have dialogue. So everybody who's in this, I want you to come up on mic. I want you to ask your questions. We got half an hour for good dialogue. Okay, so when you think about the Sanhedrin. Does anybody know what the Sanhedrin is? Y'all call it the Sanhedrin. It's called the Sanhedrin, but y'all know the Sanhedrin, which are the Pharisees, the Sadducees, the scribes, and the lawyers. Do y'all know about that in your Bible?
Yes.
The New Testament? Okay. So in your Sanhedrin, you have this concept. Your Pharisees and your Sadducees are supposed to be working for the same thing, right? In the days of Moshe, you had the proper Sanhedrin set up for a theocratic government. David maximized that. Moshe, Joshua, Solomon. Solomon and David were the epitome of the theocracy that Yahweh would love to have. Moshe started it, foundationalized it. But Moshe, David, and Solomon really epitomized the glory of the theocratic government Yahweh put in place. With that came church and state. So your state and your church use the same governance to guide the people of the nation with. So the government used the Torah and the church, the tabernacle, the high priest, the Gadol Kohanim, and the Kohanim, they used the governance of Torah. Supposed to. So when the two of them, that's why you would hear it say, how great is our nation that's governed by our God. Both the church and the state are on the same page, right? Now, Moshe, David, Solomon epitomized it. Over time, church and state got divided, even to the point where Messiah's day, go now live to Messiah's day, after Israel was conquered by so many different kingdoms, they now are left in this state. They are now under the rule of Rome. By the time Messiah shows up, their Sanhedrin, Pharisees, Sadducees, scribes, and lawyers, had changed. And the Pharisees are still all things Torah, but they now have adopted the halakha. They have now had sages change things and give them this. They gave them the Mishnah, they gave them the Talmud, and they gave them all these different, beautiful renditions of the Torah in a practical way. It's supposed to be a better way to do things. But here's what took place. Whenever they got conquered, the Sanhedrin was consisting of Pharisees and Sadducees. The Sadducees were then infiltrated by whoever conquered to play liaisons for the conquering nation to deal with the indigenous people, i.e. Israel, Udea, and then they would learn through each other's cultures and the Sanhedrin office how to bring this indigenous people into the plan of the conquering nation. Pay attention. So when they do that, they decided to let Israel remain because the land of Israel and where Judea and Galilee was, all that was rich territory. And they learned how to mine it and work it and all that. And nobody knew it better than Judea did, right? So here's the catch. When they do that, they don't tear away your God. They don't decimate you completely. They let you keep your God. Now, what they did, Rome, was they were of a Greek mythology. Well, Roman, Greek, they sort of kind of combined, and that's why they called the Roman Greco rule. Roman Greco rule. So they had become, watch this, Catholic. You never knew that's what that meant? Okay, so they became Catholic. They allowed for their differences in economics and politics to be okay, and then they meshed their faith systems. That's the epitome of Catholicism. And under the meshing of those faith systems of Greek mysticism and Greek mythology and Roman deities, Diana, Ishtar, which is where you get Easter from, and you ultimately end up with what we call, Kris Kringle, all right, and Christmas, which had nothing to do with Christ. They tried to change the name of our salvation and Savior from renaming it from Mashiach and naming it Christos. You better pay attention. So with mythology of the Greeks and the demagoguery of the Romans, though they worked their political issues out for financial gain and Roman or Greco empire ruling, they also meshed their demigods. So now when they conquered Jerusalem and then they told Jerusalem, we're going to let you continue because you're valuable to us, right? But you're not going to serve your God on your day. You're going to serve your God on my day, on our day. Since we beat you, apparently our God is greater than your God, i.e. Joel chapter number 2. Spare thy people, Yahweh. Let not the heathen have rule over them, where they would have to say, where is their God? Ooh, now y'all know why y'all need to be here for Sukkah. All right. So quiet as it is on this platform today, when you in fact now understand that when Rome and Greco rule took over, they told Jerusalem, your God is less than our God. They let the temple stand because, Pontius Pilate could use it. What Solomon built was amazing. That Herod's mansion was amazing. Okay, the temple was amazing. All right, it was a great thing to keep. But what they did was they said, listen, you can't rest on day 7. We worship our God Apollos, who beat you, and your God Yahweh. So they felt and thought the temple God, right? And so they're like, well, look, you're going to serve and worship on our day. We got a whole schedule on the calendar. You're now our people. We let you live. We let you have your day. Now, Sanhedrins, go communicate this to Israel. Talk to the priest while y'all sit in your little group and y'all figure this out. So the Sanhedrin in Messiah's day became political, with a touch of the religious elements of both. Again, for the purpose of bringing about Catholicism. Catholicism in core means multiple faith systems under one. So when you guys got called Christos, we got called Christians. It was at Antioch that happened, because Messiah didn't call themselves Christians. They were called the way. Messiah says, I am the way, the truth, the life. No man comes unto the Father but by me. But when Rome, at a moment, we'll talk about another day, decided to actually do something, they then merged and called them Christians while they were at Antioch. And people think that that's a good thing. Oh, they were first called Christians at Antioch. Please go read the story as to why they were called Christians at Antioch. You will not be happy. So now, when this Roman Greco rule and Catholic religion commandeered the Shabbat, which was Yahweh's day, his Kodesh, they said, you can't rest on your days. We rest on our number one God day, the God of the sun, Apollos. And then they mixed that with Zeus, the God of thunder, the God of lightning, right? So they said, we have given Sunday, Apollos, Sunday, this is the God we serve that beats your God. You and I know that our Yahweh, Elohim, created the sun and let humanity, whose mind he created, fathom that other entities and divinities that they have constructed in their philosophy and theory of thought, he lets that exist because he gives you the right to choose who you're going to serve. Now, as you already know, Apollos and Sunday is not Yah's day. The Shabbat is. So what they said was, since we beat y'all and we now run y'all, our God is in charge. Boy, the ratings just dropped when we started talking about this. I don't know what we did to make that drop, but I hope that it's fun. Are y'all learning anything today? Oh, people just left the room.
Yes, sir. This is so good.
People left the room. People left the Facebook. I keep getting in trouble. It's a good day. It's Monday, not Moanday. So if you think that I'm trying to force and help you understand and make you convert to Sabbath keeping, I'm just giving you understandings about some things, because many of us are missing the blessings of Yahweh because we are calling any day that Yahweh made bad. That part. You get into this thing because of some faith system that conquered another faith system that we hijacked and was forced into. And now you have taken that as gospel, and you're taking on the mindset of it so that what they say is the first day of the week is Sunday. No, it ain't. I'm sorry, the last day of the week is Sunday. That's why you have this thing called the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. No, the week ends Friday at sundown till Saturday at sundown. Saturday at sundown, new day, day one. Sunday at sundown, new day, day two. So Sunday at sundown till Monday at sundown is day one. Monday at sundown till Tuesday, day two. So Monday at sundown till Tuesday at sundown is day three. Tuesday till Wednesday is day 4. Thursday to Friday is day 6. Friday to Saturday, day 7. None of those days are bad. Why? Y'all don't know why? So when you say, oh, it's Monday, oh, I hate Monday, I got to go back to work. Next thing you know, Friday they came, and all of a sudden we look at all these memes that we putting on social media. They tell a story about our culture and our philosophies about time that Yahweh made for us to understand. Listen, can somebody go back and read for me? Can we go back to Bereshit? I want to go back to Bereshit. Are y'all all right? Y'all so quiet. I feel like I'm pushing something off on y'all. I don't want to do that. I just want to give the information. Go to Genesis chapter 1. Listen, when y'all get there, say I'm there. Say it's all good. When you get there, say it's all good.
It's all good.
It's all good. It's all good.
Listen. Yahweh said, verse 3, chapter 1, he said, Elohim called the day, called light day, and he called darkness night, and the evening and the morning were the first day. Okay? Then he said, verse 8, and Elohim called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. Back to verse 4, my bad, y'all. And God saw that the light, it was good. That's the day one. Go down to verse number 9 with me. Elohim said that the waters of the heavens. Verse 10, he called the dry land earth. At the end of that verse, it says, and Elohim saw that it was good. Verse 11, Elohim said that the earth bring forth. Verse 12, he said the earth brought forth the grass. Verse 13, the evening and the morning were the third day. It was all good in that day. Every day, verse 18, and Yahweh said to have them to rule over the day and over the night, to divide the light from darkness. And Elohim said it was good. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day. Verse 21, he created the whales in the water. At the end of that verse, it says, Elohim saw that it was good. He blessed them. Then he says in verse 23, the evening and the morning was the fifth day. It's all good. Day 6, Elohim said that the earth bring forth. Verse 25, he said he created the beasts of the earth. At the end of that passage, it says Elohim saw that it was good. He then said, let us make man in our image. Verse 27 says he made man in his image. Verse 28, he blessed man. Verse 29 says he showed man what he was going to have. Verse 31 says Elohim saw that everything he made. He saw everything he had made. And then he said, it was very good. Everything he made was very good. Oh, come on, Zion. It was very good. And the evening and the morning were day 6. There was nothing bad about 1 through 6 days. This will seem petty to many, but it affects the flow of blessing in your life. The commandment of Elohim is that we work 6 days. We rest on that 7th day. Man, I'll be tired. What you talking about? We've been conditioned into that. See, the 7th day, you're supposed to take 24 hours and leave all the worldly concepts, philosophies, and constructs alone to just sit with him so he could reset you and remake you. So when you call Monday a moaning day, you tell Yahweh, he's not the way. Let me go back to why I brought y'all here. How did the day get established? You have these points we need to catch. You got your first concept is that the ancient Babylonians, they first divided the years into weeks. And they divided them into the weeks of 7 days. Then you had the ancient Greeks. They named the days of the week after their demigods. The Romans then replaced the names of the Greek gods with their gods. The Anglo-Saxons replaced the names of Roman gods with their gods. The days of the week in other languages still honor the Roman gods. Zion, I thought Yahweh said we should have no other God before him. But because we came under Roman Catholicism, and Rome is all over the world, the Catholic Church has impaled this world, and they're about to rise again in authority. You better hear me. You better hear me clearly. Rome is right now reasserting its authority in the earth. Y'all so busy looking at Russia and Ukraine, and now you got China acting up. That dragon, China, is a sleeping giant eschatology wise. The bear, Russia, and y'all worried about America doing this and they're the queen of this. Y'all, you're distracted. You're not paying attention to what Yahweh put in place long before. And these things are where you and I must learn the writ, learn and understand the historicities. All right, anybody got any questions? I'm gonna let y'all, because I feel like I'm forcing stuff on you, but I just want y'all to know that it's not Monday. So I want y'all to stop saying Monday's a bad day. Oh, we gotta go back to work. You should be working Saturday night. I'm working Saturday night at sundown. I'm right back to work. Paige got my schedule packed up to start working Saturday night at sundown, because you got different time zones and we got counseling sessions. We got this. It is, you go back to serve our work on Saturday night at sundown on the Gregorian calendar. You stop work Friday at sundown. You stop serving people and you stop being served. There should be no cutting the lawn at your house on Friday at sundown till Saturday at sundown. So nobody should be coming by your house unless it's an emergency. Like if the water broke or the water heater is messed up, yeah, you got to get that fixed, right? The electricity went out and the air conditioning don't work. You got to get that fixed. Ox in the hole. But there should be no service work being done to you, and we should not be rendering service in that 24-hour period of Friday at sundown till Saturday at sundown. And that's what sets the days. So when you go back and say, oh, Monday's a bad day, I wish God, I don't want to be. Monday is a blessing if you put your mind to understanding it. Anybody get that? All right, somebody's coming off of mute. Who wants to talk? Who wants to chat? What's going on? Brother Jordan, what you got? Go ahead, sir. Moderators, keep queue for me real quick. We got a few minutes. We got some time to get some stuff answered. We got 20 good minutes. Let's go.
Instead of calling a day, it's about a day. Instead of calling a day about a day of the week, so we call it by numbers.
No, call it what it is right now. Just in all you're getting, get understanding. Same thing with Christianity. Do we go back and say, oh, I'm not a Christian, we're going to be under the way? And Greg, this is a great question, Brother Jordan. Many people don't want to ask it because they don't want to rock the boat, or they think it might be a dumb question. This is a brilliant question. This is why when people say, well, what are you? Are you a Christian? I'm like, well, under the redefined purpose, yes. Christendom is what we cut our teeth on, we were raised in, and we understand it. But most Christians and Christendom does not know how it got put into that label and what the label meant, what the title Christian meant, what Christos ended up becoming, and how it got done. When they called the people Christians, that was a schneid remark. That's like any of the slick comments that people make about any other ethnicity. That's what that's about. When you call somebody whatever the ethnic slur is, that's what, y'all don't realize that, but that's what Christianity became. That's how you got Christianity. It was a slur. Now, as my dear Pastor Spencer would say, we've repurposed it, Mr. Apostle, man. It's just been repurposed. Is that a good imitation of Pastor Spencer? Yeah, I like that. It's just been repurposed, Mr. Pastor, man. Yes, Lord. Y'all didn't like my imitation of Pastor Spencer. Okay, Pastor, she.
You're gonna get in trouble.
I know I am. Jordan, great question. So should we now stop calling it the numbers? Should we start calling it the numbers and not the days? No need to. You just need to know the day. And no matter what anybody else says to you and all you're getting, you get understanding. I'll work any day you want me to work except Friday at sundown till Saturday at sundown. You go to your job and you let them know from Friday at sundown till Saturday at sundown, I don't do any work. Do you know what ethnicity does that? And they own their own businesses where they can control that. And then when they come into major corporations, they let major corp know, I'm very well skilled at what I do, but I will not be working Friday at sundown till Saturday at sundown. I will not be working any of the days in Leviticus chapter 23. Not going to happen. Now, I am very valuable. And when I offer your company, I give you everything I got. But those days, those I need, and here's what they tell you when they go in. They're like, I need 3 weeks of vacation off. And if I don't get 3 weeks of a vacation off, this entity, this ethnicity that's Torah observant, they will tell you I need 3 weeks off. And I need every Friday at sundown till Saturday off. Why do they need 3 weeks off? Because Pesach, Shavuot, and Sukkah equal 21 days. I hope y'all learning today. So just want to put that out there, Brother Jordan. So you don't have to stop calling it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, they are demigods, but now again, repurposed. Where's my I got to channel my pastor Spencer. Repurposed. That's what we've done. So now we know what it is. Okay, it is what it is, but we understand what we're doing. We understand what we're giving. We understand who we're giving our glory and our honor to. All right, this don't sound like it's impressing anybody. All right, Brother Jordan, you have any more to your question, my dear brother?
Only other thing I was going to add about, and I guess you kind of answered it earlier, but in Genesis chapter 1, but basically throughout the beginning of Genesis, the first 3 chapters, it talks about the evening today, but you want to answer that.
Yes. See, what we did with the calendars and the sundial, the sundial actually is very much a part of Apollos. It's very much a part of sun worship because it says, oh, it cuts off in the dark in the night and all that. So they repurpose a whole bunch of stuff. I don't have time to get into all the different phases and dispensations of time that actually adopt it and how they utilize the sundials. But it became a common theme throughout the world, right? So the sundial was very important. When it moved, they put that dial up and they placed it at a certain place, and everybody knew when the shadow was on this, it was this time. That's why you got the hands in your clock, because it works at that click. So they worked and understood the seconds, and beautiful science to it, right? But we think by the Gregorian calendar, which is preceded by the Julian calendar, preceded by other calendars, that, you know, the day starts at midnight. So they took it and put it somewhere and said, okay, the day is going to start and end at midnight. And their midnight was in the middle of the night at a point that they're going to call 12. That's the beginning and the end of the sphere. So from 1 through to 12, that's either high noon or midnight. Right? That ends the day. So you got 12 hours. They would go up, then come back another 12 hours. That's 24 hours. That's the end of a day. And that's how we're going to do it for the rest of the world. Everybody. And they had that control because they ruled the known world at that time. And then it made sense for the merchants. So we sort of kind of engineered ourselves into this time thing. So the evening and the morning are the first day. And people don't realize that evening is 12 hours. So if sundown is at 7 p.m., then until technically 7 a.m., you're going to be in evening. That sun rising and the real rising of the sun. I know you got your little 6 a.m., 6:23, sun time to sun rising. It varies each day, right? Because now you have this interference. We have this interference. We have interference called daylight savings time. That's a whole nother issue that came in and messed up the sunrise, sundown thing, right? So, because we got to be on this 12 o'clock clock, right? This 12 spot clock, this 24 dot clock. We got to be on that. And we need daylight savings time. And now you got a whole nother science to that. But at end of day, evening was from sundown to sun up. It's 12 hours if you watch it. And then you have, if you don't use daylight savings time, and then you have from the sun rising to the sun going down, you have another 12 hours. That's why the evening, 12 hours, and the morning, 12 hours, 24 hours total is the day. Now you have some people, so so unlearned and so trying to be so deep that they have said that a day is 12 hours. And like, just go back and read the writ rightly, please, because you're missing it. Well, it's 12 hours. It said from the evening to the morning. That's a very shallow render of what he was telling y'all. The evening is 12 hours and the morning are 12 hours. Evening and morning, 12 plus 12 is 24. Hello? All right. Did that answer it, Brother Jordan? Good job, sir. Anybody else? What we got? Anyone else? No one wants to dialogue with me? Okay, well, it was fun chatting with you guys too. So are y'all good about, do you have the kingdom mindset now about the days? I don't think this was a successful session today. Are you guys, does anybody else have the kingdom mindset? I'm at the end of the program. Hope to have dialogue. I guess I talked too much, but I do want y'all to make sure you have the kingdom mindset. If you got the kingdom mindset, come on off mic and say, I got the kingdom mindset, put it down, type it into your text on YouTube or on Facebook or on IG. Say, I got the kingdom mindset.
Kingdom mindset. Excuse me, there's no question.
I'm sorry, what happened?
I said there's one question that came through in the back channel.
Why is it a back channel? If you're in the back channel, hey y'all, don't shoot the questions at the back channel. Come off your microphone and talk to us. We good. What you got?
There's it's from Gabriel Zula. He wants to know, when is midnight?
That's a Gregorian calendar issue. And that's where the church makes their mistake. You know, talking about late in the midnight hour, God gonna turn it around. That's Catholic. That's a Catholic induced saying. And that's, yeah, it's because we're looking at midnight. Midnight to the world is 12 o'clock on that dial of 12 hours, doubled up, which is 24 hours, right? And the evening between the morning, the sundown before the sun up, that's what they call midnight. Okay, Yahweh isn't interested in midnight. Let me tell y'all about that. Great question, Gabriel. Let me tell y'all about that. Let me tell you how important that is, and I'm gonna tell y'all how we got robbed and are still being robbed if you don't understand the power of sundown. I'm not telling y'all unless y'all want to know. Y'all been quiet. Ain't nobody said nothing. Are y'all learning? If y'all want to know,
Tell us.
Thank you.
Okay, here's the power of sundown. Sundown means, do y'all remember, in America, you may remember, I don't know if the UK or other countries had this, but we had the TV guide. When you first got your televisions, we had the TV guide.
Yes, we had it. Remember.
Okay. And you had to flip through the book, right? And then find out what was playing. You have it on your TVs now, but there was an actual book called The TV Guide, right? And in your TV guide, unlike your digital TV guide today, they had a classification of times called prime time. Do y'all remember that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So prime time is from
Yes, I do.
prime time is from 7 p.m. until 12. Really like 11. Right? Y'all, this is mind-blowing. This is don't tune out right here. If you at work, tell them I need a 5-minute break. Just put your phone on mute for just 5 minutes, and not on mute for Clubhouse. But I want y'all to take a minute to catch this. Prime time. Does anybody know a synonym for prime? Primo.
First.
What is it?
First.
It's first. So this is the first part of the day. So when you look at prime time, that's at sundown. Got it? So here's the significance of the prime time. The enemy of our faith, the principalities and powers and rulers of darkness of this world, hijack prime time from humanity. Everything you care about, you want to see, you want to watch on TV, sporting events, you want to see Tony Emmys, CMAs, GMAs, BET, soccer, football, any championship, any Miss America pageant, Miss Universe pageant, Miss Globe pageant, all that stuff is always in the prime time. Do you know why that is? Because the prime time of the day is when you get the information that will affect your day. The problem is we think, because of, like Gabriel brought out, the midnight hour is when your day ends and you start over. Actually, it's not. It's a part of when your day really starts to start. Prime time is when you gather information crucial to your next steps, so that when you get that information in your prime time, 7 o'clock until 11:30, 12 o'clock, you go to sleep with that information on your mind, and your brain compartmentalizes it for you and starts processing it while you're sleeping. So when you wake up in the daytime, you now have an innate schedule, and you now have purpose to go and finish what you do when you work. This is what we don't understand in Christendom, because we so darn churchy. Prime time is when Yahweh comes to speak with you. When Adam messed up in the garden, if you read the text rightly, it was in the cool of the day the word was coming. So you get the word in the cool of the day, and then the word would be your lullaby to put you to sleep, and your brain would take the words of Elohim, the last thing you heard before you went to sleep, process it for you, start giving you dreams and instructions on how to get it done. So when you woke up, you had God's word in your hearing while you were sleeping at your break of your fast. And when you woke up, then you had some sense of semblance of order as to what you were going to do. But because of television, the helavision, and the helaphone, you have listened to everything but Elohim in the prime time of your day. Now you went to sleep with all that hell, all these zombies, all these heifers, all these hoes, all these you got all this stuff in your mind. And now you wake up in the morning, and that's exactly what you act like.
Hijack Yahweh.
Now, y'all might think I was a bit rough with the words I used, but those are the facts. You're going to bed with you go to bed with the TV on. You got witchcraft coming over. You got Buffy the Vampire Killer coming on. You got 899 sex call me. Ooh, all that's in your psyche while you sleeping. See, in the prime time, you need to shut down everything and get into his word. You need to shut down phone calls and get into his words. You need to shut down your television if it ain't locked in on a station that's going to keep pushing the word to you. And even then, you got to be careful, because you're drinking in doctrines that may not be biblical. That's why some of y'all need to go to bed, shut your TV off, put your Bible on run, like I do from good time to time. Put your Bible on go and let it play all night long in your ears. And this way you are hearing from Yahweh in the prime time of your day. When you take the prime time and give it over to all these other entertaining issues, that's the last thing you hear before you go to sleep.
Nicholas.
Does this make sense to you guys?
Oh, yeah, it does.
Yes, sir.
Makes sense.
So now you got to understand how entertainment world stole prime time from you. Your prime time, you're going out to see brand new videos and movies being released. You're going out to watch brand new premieres. You're going out to watch the orchestra. You're going out to the Philharmonic. You're going out to the concerts. You're going out to all these different things you're going out to in the time that Yahweh says, I want to talk to you. Yahweh is basically saying, if y'all don't mind me stealing a phrase here, can I talk to you? I really wanna meet you. Can I talk to you? I really wanna know you. I wanna know what you went through in this day. Talk to me. Get my word inside of you. Let it reflect, cause you introspection in your day, and then go to sleep with my words as the last thing you heard, which are the most powerful things of creativity you can ever have. Your brain helping you process. Okay. Thank you for the snaps. All right, who we got on cue? Come on, who we got on cue? I got 5 minutes. Who we got on cue?
Nicholas.
Hey, Nick. I'm sorry, Nicholas. I did not mean to call you out your name, my brother. Nicholas, how are you, sir?
I am great. I'm great. Shalom, everyone. I just want to tell you that you're speaking the truth. I worked in radio for many, many years, and we used to fight over the
Prime
time
stop.
slot.
That's right.
To make sure that we can get our thing out or get whatever we wanted done. And we used to hate having to be on the air after 12 o'clock midnight. That was just the worst time you want to be on the air. You want to hit that 6 o'clock, the 10 o'clock time slots.
That's so true, Nicholas. It's so true. And it's true on movies. It's true on you man, you know how many billions of dollars that networks get for companies, from companies, and how they pit companies against each other for that prime time. That's why networks are so wealthy, because people's attention after you finish work. Watch this. Man must work while it is daylight, for nighttime comes when man can't work. But we have been conditioned through society to this day. We have been conditioned through society from to this day that nighttime means end of our day. Nighttime is the beginning of our day. Daytime is the end.
That's so good. That's so good.
When the lights go out, that's the end. No, that's the beginning. You know why? Because if your lights are on, your mind runs. You can't get focused unless you have a dark space. If you even notice, if you go into a dark space, leaving from a bright space, it's dark, your pupils adjust. You're looking to find light. Listen, y'all gonna catch this in the theory. Listen, when your pupils open up, it's trying to find light. Your iris opens up, it's your aperture. You have to change your aperture. Your brain knows how to do that, because now in darkness, you have to find your way. You're at your most creative state when it's dark, because you got to know what's coming at you. In the light, it's cool. You already know. But if you don't know where you're going to start your day and how to keep yourself focused, and this helps you to focus. So when you close your eyes, the words give you imagery. Do you realize that a projector is basically synonymous for the brain? So when you are sitting in a movie theater, it's dark. Y'all gonna get this in a minute. It's completely dark. And then there's a screen, that's the back of your eyelids. And then there's a projector up top throwing an image down onto that screen. That's the back of your eyelids. And all you are hearing are words. And you're now seeing what the words look like. This is why I love his word. This is why David says, thy word is a lamp unto my feet. Thy word is a light unto my pathway. Quicken me. Help me, give me wisdom according to your word. Y'all are acting like I'm talking complete Greek. Y'all know I don't even like the Greek. That wasn't good. It wasn't good.
That's so well.
This is so
It's
good.
very good. It was excellent.
Okay. Anybody else? Did that help? The midnight thing and the primetime thing?
Yes. Makes complete sense.
And Brother Nicholas, thanks for adding value, because it's true. They fight over it. It's just like they fight over the primetime hours to get the networks fight over that primetime hour to get their program into your face and into your space. And they pay top dollar to get it, because they know that if you get this, people do science on why we sleep and how we sleep. There's a great book on why we sleep. It was given to me and I've read through most of it, not all of it, but I get the concept and the principle, and then there's the nuances of it. But here's a catch. There is so much more that goes on with you when you sleep. That's why Yahweh made a whole day for you to rest. When you sleep from the world and you only take in his word. Oh, come on, keepers. All right. I guess I must be dropping it wrong. Yahweh put a whole day for you to rest and block out the world. Go black from society, so you can come in to the word, which is your light, and only focus on the word. This way, now you have vision that you got in a quiet place. Except the kernel of wheat falls into the ground and is covered up, it abides alone in the dark. But what's in it, its potential, starts to mature because it's got to find a way out. And it needs that darkness. It needs that rest. It needs that darkness. Do y'all know when people told you that black was a bad color? Black has every color in it.
That's true. That is true. That is true.
So what you will find in your darkness, why do you think that the prophet said, and Yahweh told us, he says, listen, when you're in my word, watch this, I'll make your darkness as if it were noonday. You'll be in dark, but because you're in dark to hear my word will show you where all the color spectrums are in that dark place. And when you come out into the light, you will have a better interpretation, understanding, and instruction of where you're going. Why do you think the enemy fights y'all about your prime time? Why do you think the enemy fights you inside of Christendom about what day is the Sabbath? Why do you think the enemy does everything it can do to have these arguments and disseminating dialogues and condescending statements and debates about whether Sabbath is real? Because if you ever come to learn how to rest, your body can heal itself. Yahweh's word will heal your mind. It will bring you to why do you think doctors, when they have done surgery on you, require you go into a place of rest? It's called the recovery room. They don't want your mom in there. They don't want your dad in there. They don't want your cousin in there, because that's where you got sick. They want you to rest in this place where we can manage your IV, we can manage your breathing, we can manage your medication that sets you back in place. Whatever chemical imbalances or muscular issues that develop, whatever types of clogging we have, whatever work we did on you, we need you in complete still. See, when we put healing together with Shabbat, you'll understand what Yahweh has done. Am I talking too deep? I'm talking too deep. I'm talking too deep. Okay. I gotta remember I can't share. I gotta remember I can't keep sharing everything I got, because we just not gonna, sometimes it's too much. But that's why you got to learn about the rest. And the enemy has done everything in the world to tell you don't rest. And then when you rest on the day that the physician is there, there's nothing like going to get a surgery. And I know this is going to be a weird analogy. I know it's a weird analogy, but I'm going to do it because I think you'll get it. There's nothing like going in for surgery and the surgeon not being there, and you getting another surgeon in place of the surgeon that agreed for you to be there. No disrespect to the office of surgeons and physicians. They are awesome people. brilliant minds. But but when I go for surgery, I want the surgeon that told me what we doing. Even though another surgeon is very, very sympathetic and understanding of what needs to be done, the surgeon that gave it to me, he got my heart, he got my head, he got my mind. So when you go and to worship the Father, the God of our salvation, on a day he's not present, you don't have him in your presence. These days of rest are serious. They can keep you from losing your mind. They will help you from pulling out your hair. It'll help you from feeling like you should damage your body by taking a bottle of pills or putting some lead in your body and all that foolishness that we think of because we have not rested and we have not sat in dark and we have not depended on the light of his word alone to get us out. Instead, we fly through that day looking for the opinion of man and some self-help guru and some coach and from our pastors, like they can help. They need the same thing you need. I need the same thing you need. Days 1 through 6, we can chop it up and kick it all day long. But come day 7, don't talk to me unless it's an emergency, unless we talking about his word together. I need it like you need it. And this is where we have been just sold a bill of lading that is not the plan of Elohim. And that's how we're not getting what we need to have in this earthen realm, because we're not coming to where we get what we need in this earthen realm. Your Shabbat is so successfully important. It's so significantly important. All right, y'all, 3 o'clock. I got one more question. If anybody got it. Any more questions? Because I'm talking too much. All righty. Moderators, tell us why we're here.
Shalom, and thank you so much for being here with us today in the preceding word. Don't forget, we're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You are able to access this recording, but if you would like to access all the other recordings that Apostle speaks on, you can do so by going over to Facebook at VWJ Ministries, as well as you find us on Facebook, as well as YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Don't forget, we're back here on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our weekly Bible study. So please do come along and join with us. And if you really enjoy a really intrusive study of the word, why don't you join us on Thursday at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. for our weekly Bible book club, where we continue to look through the book of Genesis. And I believe we're about Genesis 14:15. So do come along. We honor Sabbath and we start those studies every Friday at 11 p.m. And we are exclusively in the Torah, that's from Genesis to Deuteronomy. And we look at the how-to Sabbath. And then we'll pick those studies up again at 11 a.m. on Saturday. Also to note, we are operational, functional ministry, and we do operate our Sunday services through Facebook Live at 10:15 every Sunday morning, and we extend that invitation for you to join us here in Clubhouse. So if you'd like to, please do come along and join. Please don't forget to share these broadcasts, whether you access them through YouTube, Clubhouse, or Facebook. Thank you so much for being here with us today, and we'll see you back here on Wednesday. Thank you, Apostle. Back to you.
Love you to life eternal. Thank you so very much. We got the best mods on the planet. All right, we want to take this opportunity. Minister Wanda had a statement up there on the board. I want to put that question up there, or that statement she put up there at 3:03 p.m. Wanda, if you're on platform for Clubhouse, I also want you to come off and express that, and then tell us what it is you do when you do that. This person does. I don't want to call it the wrong thing. Yeah, because I'll say color and dye. I don't want to say it, mess it up. So give us. And I don't mean just a quick answer. Give us a little bit about what you do when it comes down to coloring, and share what you do. Go.
So if I run, I'm a hairstylist.
So you do hair. Let's start there. She does hair, and she does it well. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. I've been licensed for 28 years.
Okay.
So if perhaps I have a client that needs black colors, actually would be 1N or 1B or something in that line, and I don't have it, then I have to take the primary colors, which is red, blue, and yellow, and from those mix and make colors from those. So I have to take red and yellow and make orange. I have to take red and blue and make violet, and then I have to find a white base, which I have a white base, and then I have to mix all those colors together, because when you take the red and the yellow, which is orange, and you mix that with the violet, that's going to give you a brown. And then when you put all of the colors together, equal parts, it will give you black. So you are absolutely correct. That's what I have to do. If I can't run and get the color, I have to improvise and make it myself.
So can we say, as I've posted on Facebook, and I want as many of y'all to get this, and you can say it, put it in the chat. Y'all they don't chat in my box. Why am I gonna chat in my box? Is the chat's off in my box? I guess it's off on my platform. I want y'all to say this. I want y'all to say black, contrary to the negativity put on it, is literally beautiful.
It's the richest color.
I want y'all to say it. Say it. Put it out there. Black is beautiful.
Black is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
And that's not a racist situation. But because of thinking in society, we have relegated it that, white means good, black means bad. And we've also made the distinction and messed up with the fact that, okay, black is connected to darkness, where we now say darkness is the absence of light. But everything still is developed in dark. That's why in photography, which I ran a camera shop, I've done just about too many things in my life, but I ran Camera Shop Incorporated for over 5 years and was a photographer, did weddings and all the great pictures and model shoots and all that stuff that I've done in my lifetime. You got to understand something. We use the dark room to create the most beautiful visual images you'll ever see. I'm gonna stop. That's a whole nother conversation. All right. Okay. I think I've talked too much. Great job, guys. Great conversation. I'm hoping that we all have been edified by it. I'm looking forward to seeing you again soon. Those of you who are in the KYC coursing, make sure y'all got your homework. It better be in. If I haven't gone in, I'm gonna start checking homework tonight. I'm checking homework. If y'all ain't get it in on last night, y'all disobedient, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna give you a break. Go get it done and get it in so we can talk about what we're doing in the KYC coursing. This today is the Proceeding Word with yours truly, Apostle V.W. Jones Sr. It is my joy to come to you and say, as he told me in my realm of spirit and needing help and hope one day, hoping for something, he told me very clearly, man shall not live. Now, let me clear that up because people are like, oh, he tells you stuff. No, he reminded me of what Messiah said to something trying to tempt him into wrong. He said these words, and they hold true. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of Yahweh our Elohim. One day I'm going to have a program on that statement. Hope you guys enjoyed. At this time, I want to leave you and bid you adieu, hoping and believing that you understand clearly that Yahweh is always with you, he's always for you, and he's always here to make your life a greater time. We'll see you guys soon. Don't ever forget.
If you need truth, this is the place for you. Don't need to complicate it, it's best to keep it basic. Open the book, the word itself approved. He's Alpha and Omega, the answer since the early ages. What you should do is learn about the greatest. Just so you know, our door is always open. Let's study together instead of debating. Share our differences, let love heal all that's broken.
Thank you for tuning in today. I hope that this message has been a blessing to your very life and your soul, and more importantly, your walk with the King. Well, we have come to the end. I hope that you would consider becoming either a partner with us in ministry, or if you're not already a kingdom citizen, consider becoming one. By doing that, you can sow into this ministry so that we are able to continue to teach this type of ministry at a grand scale. Join us on all of our social media platforms and visit our webpage to make your contributions sure. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Shalom Aleichem.